Hey guys, how are you? Austin here. Obviously, you can see. What is it? That way. Is that right? Which way? I always get that wrong. There we go. Brad. All right. So
Yeah,
got Brad here with me. Sandstorm. We are going to be doing this live AMA with Keith, the founder of Coinviewcap. So I may have to repeat some of that. Make sure that YouTube is catching on. So here with me is Brad, obviously from Sandstorm, Brad the Sandstorm, and we've got Keith coming on, who is the founder of Coinviewcap. We're going to run this for about an hour, guys. So we're going to start here in about a minute or two. Keith is on his way. He's dealing with a few tech issues with his phone to try to get connected. So our goal today is real simple, is we are going to reiterate everything we know about Coinviewcap. Plus, literally, I think just now, Brad, I don't know if you can check, the pre-sale went live. I could check on mine.
It is live right now.
Yeah. Okay. So it is live right now. So there we go. Okay. So that's pretty cool. And we're gonna cover that, the live pre-sale. Hey, I got Foxy here, who is one of my mods. So Foxy, thanks for being here. And drop in the comments and let me know that you guys can hear us, and just do kind of a sound check and all that. So Foxy, let me know if we're good as far as, there you go, audio quality and all of that kind of stuff. Let me move this window over. So, all right, cool. Brad, you can hear me, right? We good?
Got you.
Okay, cool. All right. Foxy, all clear. What about Terrarium? Shiba Army Greece. What about Terrarium? Love it. Like Terrarium. Own Terrarium. Terrarium is good stuff. What do you think about Terrarium, Mr. Brad?
I think it's a good entry point right now. You know, they have another exchange listing coming up. They're going to have an AMA this week.
I have heard that rumor, so yes. All right, we got Keith. Let's see. Here we go. Keith, how are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, cool. So for those of you guys who don't know Keith is the founder of Coinviewcap. So Keith, thanks for taking the time. I know you're insanely busy, to say the least, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So your pre-sale just went live. So you're at right at 307 Ethereum so far total. I guess that includes, obviously, that's whitelist plus what we're at. That's just a cumulative, right?
It's
yes,
climbing rapidly.
Yeah. Oh, and it's climbing rapidly. All right, we're going to go ahead and share this screen. Let me do that. Hold on. So
I know, Austin, you said you were going to buy yours live.
Right? I am going to buy one live. I am going to do that. So here we go. So, so for those of you guys who are watching this, there is a link down in the description below to the page you see on your screen. There you go. I made it extremely easy for you, and you can see everything. So how do I do this? Minimum size, advanced. So I'm going to buy one Ethereum worth here. Keith, I'm looking at this. Is there a button down here on the bottom? I wonder that I can't see. Hold on just a minute.
I think the notification thing didn't work.
That's cool. Okay, so on here, Brad, do you see, where's the actual buy button, or how do I do this?
Down at the bottom, it says contribute.
Well, there you go. That would make sense. Okay, so down here below, you guys can't see it, but I actually have a button covering that, which is weird. It's
you got to click hide on StreamYard.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, Brad. You know everything. All right. You're welcome. Contribute. So choose coin, contribute, and I want to do one Ethereum. I'm going to do, I understand, I agree, proceed. I did connect my wallet, by the way. There we go. Yep. Confirm. Yep. I'm going to actually, I always like to
see if I can go ahead.
Edit suggested.
Settings.
Go save.
Notification.
Confirm. It's waiting confirmation.
Now you got to put your email in.
All right, let's do that.
One thing, guys, I hit the wrong button here.
You good?
I'm here, guys. I'm just.
Please don't spam Austin's email.
Yeah, well, that's one of my public ones. It's fine.
There you go. You're in.
Boom. All right, live and in. There you go.
And I did it.
Yeah,
I did it right before you did it. So I'm already in 2-1 ETH.
All right, and we lost Keith.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have some tech issues. I can already see this. So, all right, so I'm in. So, man, this thing is climbing. Brad, what was it? What was it when we started? What were we at? 323?
Well, before the pre-sale went live, it was like 83.
Yeah, we lost him again. So like Keith's having some significant technical problems.
It's already went up 300 ETH just in the
Already
first
went up
few
300
minutes.
ETH. Oh my God.
In 4 minutes.
God. All right. So for those, we got about 70, 80 people. Drop in the chat live there. So we've got, let's see. We got, I'm in, Liddy is in. So we got a few other people that are in. Brad, you said you got some. Okay,
Yep.
done buying the pre-sale. Oh, we got Keith back. I think
Yep.
Keith's dealing with some technical issues. It's fine. Keith, you just keep dropping in and out. We're gonna keep running the show, man.
Yes, sir. No, I'm here now.
All right. So for those of you guys who don't know, Keith, who keeps he's on his phone, and every time Keith gets a call or something, it's going to drop him because Keith, you said you got flooded, right?
Yeah. My my internet box is all flooded in the where the electrical lines are. So they're coming to repair it actually today. So
wow, that's crazy.
I know.
All right, well, I bought one live, so I bought an Ethereum live. So
I see it.
Keith, what do you think about this, man? I mean, so I was asking Brad while you were having some issues. Brad, give me those numbers again. We were at 87, right?
Wasn't it like 83 before we started, Keith?
Yes, 83.5, I believe. Yes, sir.
And now it's already at 400.
40, dude, it just jumped 8 live. 402.
Yeah. So it's went up 300 and almost 20 ETH in 5 minutes.
All I see is my phone just going, and
411. What up? Another 9. Holy cow. This is cool.
I mean,
all right.
Guys, it is exciting. On top of that, we know we have a lot of work to do. So.
All right. I got to always give Mike credit. He always likes to poke fun. He just took your ETH and ran, laugh out loud. Just kidding. There you go. There's Mike. Foxy's one of my mods. She's cool. She's buying on hers. Sean is, I just got in. So yeah, you definitely get, you got a lot of interest here, Keith. So I want to turn it over, Brad. let me real quickly, we're going to pause from this real quick. So what I want to do here, guys, for everybody's here, by the way, we're at I'll give you running numbers. We're at 425. So one of the biggest questions that we get, that we have seen asked, Keith, and I know you went on Zach Lumfrey's live stream the other day. You were on with Brad and I the other day. The big question that's surrounding, and there's always a question. There's always, every project out there, there's always something that people don't quite get. The one we keep hearing time and time again, everybody loves Coinviewcap, what you're trying to do. You're trying to list, list projects in the correct market cap and all the things which we're going to get into. But is why are you effectively tokenizing or putting a crypto token underneath Coinviewcap? So I want to turn it over to Brad, because I think Brad has spent some time and he's written down a really good, real clear explanation of that. And so with that, Brad, go.
Me and Keith have talked for several months now. I remember when he first called me on the phone and I was driving down the road coming home in my semi truck. So the idea behind this that he had expressed to me, and this is several times, is Boca, the limit's 1,500. Once we hit 1,500, the pre-sale close.
Well, but it's also a 5 Ethereum per wallet. But go ahead. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the reason behind the token that people don't seem to grasp is the fact that if we want CVC to be different, and Keith does, if we want all tokens ranked properly, so imagine Hex or Saitama. Imagine how much bigger Saitama would have been had it actually had the proper ranking this whole time. Imagine how much more it would have grown. Well,
but Brad, hold on. But Brad, in that context, why? Why would it have grown? Because it would have been higher.
Because a lot of people, a lot of bigger investors, when they go look at CMC and CoinGecko, they're not going to pay any attention to anything below the top 1 to 200. They just don't care to go look. And they may not have heard about a token. They missed out on it. They never even heard about it. So if Keith is going to get CVC running correctly, when you invest in CVC, you're going to help pay for the servers. You're going to help pay for the coders. You're going to help pay for the maintenance to keep all that running, to tie in the market caps correctly, which does what? Well, it helps other tokens that you're invested in get in the top 100 where they're supposed to be, which means they might grow even more than they originally did.
Right. So, Keith, you want to add anything to that?
No, he's on point.
Okay, cool.
I think it's time, I guess, that we changed, as some of the tokens we were talking about the other day, to get them ranked correctly, as we see.
Yeah,
like said,
I mean,
hex.
It is a big thing, and it's something that, and that's why, Brad, I stopped you, and I wanted to make sure that people understood really what it, like Saitama is a absolute 1,000,000% example of that. If Saitama back early on truly would have been ranked, I mean, there was one time where it was like, it should have been ranked, what, 75, 80 or something in the top.
It should have been a top 100 coin at one point.
Yeah. And I was looking at it going, it was like what, it was over $1 billion. It was like 1.1 or something, whatever it was.
I think it was right around 4.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yes.
I looked at it one time when it was like 1.1 and went and looked. I'm like, what the shit? Why isn't it here? And so to your point, that's really what I think, Keith, if you want to cut to the bottom line, that's what one of the Coinviewcap really is doing, is it's solving that problem. And that's a massive problem. It's one that most people don't think of, because truly there is a whole huge band of investors who will never put their money in something if it's not, if it's not below the top 200, or it's not the top 200 or 300 or whatever,
Right.
Absolutely.
And
there's all these projects, a lot of these projects don't get the proper, visibility. Go ahead, Keith. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, to both you guys and to everyone, is how hard that we're working. I have the guy, that I deal with in Canada. Like I said, we just updated. Everybody was so happy that they were so shocked that we updated the iOS app in a matter of days. And sometimes it takes people weeks. And we realized that even though it's updated to the 1.2 version, both Play Store and Android and iOS, but on top of that, we, everyone makes mistakes. We forgot to put the forward and back button on the bottom. Well, it's now already about to be sent out to iOS already to be approved, hopefully by tomorrow.
Right.
We get things done quickly, and we also don't want to make mistakes, especially dealing with testnet or anything before we, bring it live to the, audience.
So we were talking about this kind of, and I'm not asking you this to put you into to get a hard date out of you. And I don't want you to give me a hard date, but but your kind of game plan after, you get things live, and what is your kind of game plan from there? Because you're going to, again, fund servers and things like that. Kind of what is at a high level your game plan for kind of beginning to go out and get even more talent, more coders, more developers, the infrastructure? Right. What's your game plan there?
Well, the good thing is every day I'm, no matter what, it's day, night, I'm working. I'm always thinking ahead. Like I said the other day, I've already soon about to have a plan where I have, a good amount of developers on top of the one I have. And we're going to start going over from the front page, the data page, to up top. We're going to be working on all that. I mean, it is going to be a total different look. But the beginning part of this, once it launches on Uniswap, my goal right now is to make sure that we have all the exchanges, or getting there. I'm talking to a couple of them right now to make sure that those are set to go. My goal is to do the first one after Uniswap opens somewhere around the end of April, maybe the 3rd to 4th week, last week, just to break it up a little bit, because Uniswap's going to be obviously a big one. On top of that, from there, once everything gets done from exchanges, I have them listed ready to go every 3 weeks. Then I'm going to really start paying attention to this development and starting to go and breaking it all down to them, each and every page, every section of the website, and start saying, hey, this is what we need to change. And then also I have found out possibly that I might have a way, or somebody is already working on a coding for the blockchain. This could be really good. I don't want to say, oh my God, I haven't seen it yet. I need to see the coding, or I need to have one of my developers see it before I can say, oh my God, we possibly have something here that's already been developed, 35%.
Which will help speed that process up. So cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So I basically heard, thank you. That was a very good kind of clear.
Yes, sir.
So you've got, you're going to deal with exchanges. You're going to kind of look at that, make sure everything's right. And then you're going to, tech. Right. And that does line up with, what we were talking about. So, all right. So before we go back and I show you, this is no peeking if you're not looking. So what is the number that you think we're at right now as far as how many contributions? Keith, what do you think the number is?
Brad,
yeah.
I'll be honest with you, so we're always truthful, right? My goal was possibly it could get sold out by the end of the week. I was hoping to see about 200 to 300 ETH today.
We beat that.
But I have not seen it. I was going to, surprise myself. And that's the thing. I think everybody wants to be surprised. Oh my God, it could possibly sell out, but I never give up my hopes.
So what's the number right now? What's your guess as far as what's the number right now?
I'm thinking like 300 to 400 ETH.
Brad, what's yours? What's your guess on the number? What it is?
I just looked at cheated.
You cheated. All right. That's what I was telling you not to do, dude. All right. There it is. There's your number. Look at this. $4.99. It's going to go to $5.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, Keith, there is a lot of interest around this. I mean, a lot of us like Awesome Austin and Zach and a bunch of us, we all talk to each other, and there's a tremendous amount of interest in what you're doing. And I think this goes back to the heart of when we had our when we were doing the AMA. That's not a good look. When we were doing the AMA the other day on Brad's channel, it's Brad, how did he say it, or you said it? It was like, this is one of those deals where it's truly solving a massive problem in crypto. It's trying to get this correct data, and how that's going to really kind of coalesce and kind of really bring the entire community together. I'm not saying that the right way. You remember what I'm talking about, Brad? How projects are going to be like lining up to make sure they get listed on CVC probably before CMC. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're getting pinged.
I'm getting messages concerning a different topic. Say that again.
I'm just kidding.
You can't get good help, man. You just can't get it.
I know. I apologize.
Here's what I'm trying to say. I think that, Keith, what you're doing, because we talked about it. We talked about it on the AMA we did on Brad's channel. And one of the things that was said that I hadn't really thought of, and I think, Brad, it was you that said it, it was that how CVC, when he accomplishes the feat of, hey, truly accurately ranking them, is that it will become the de facto standard. But it will also really unite crypto, and a lot of projects will line up and just be, more. I can't get my brain to figure what I'm trying to say. Brad, what am I trying to say? All these projects will be just really, really jumping around Coinviewcap because of the true accurate data. And that's not even what I'm trying to ask. I'm having a brain fart.
Well, the way I think it's going to work is it's going to start from the top down. So you got your influencers are going to start using it more because it's more accurate. Then you have your, some of the comments, Jesus Christ. Your influencers are going to start using it more because it's more accurate, which is going to make investors want to start using the site more because it's more accurate, which means that big players that are using CVC over CMC and CoinGecko are going to start noticing tokens that they didn't notice before because CMC won't put them on properly. They won't rank them properly, which means that a token, for instance, like Saitama, that hit a high market cap,
4.7 billion.
Right. And it was supposed to be in the top 100. If people would have noticed it there, it probably would have gotten even bigger than it did. But
great. Yeah.
But it didn't get bigger because they wouldn't put them higher, because you have to have a top tier exchange listing to be ranked properly on CMC. With the other stuff that's coming up as well, he's going to fork Uniswap. That way, when you're on there and you're looking, you don't even have to leave the site to purchase whatever token you see, as well as the fact the news on it is kept up to date. It's a one-stop shop for everybody.
I agree. Yeah, no, I agree. I want to go back to that point. I mean, you just blew past the fork of the Uniswap. So Keith, go put some, speak to that. I mean, you're basically going to make it where you can buy on the, you can buy through the site.
Right. And I was going to say, on that fact, we were talking about rankings, of other tokens, right? I believe it discussed last time, a couple days ago, about Hex, right?
Yep.
That if Sandstorm did have Hex on, I believe it's Thursdays, I believe it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, I did a whole week with Hex.
Right. Oh yeah, whole thing. And it was awesome to watch, by the way. And it's great guys, by the way. I didn't realize Hex was even
that big.
Oh my God. 201, and they have a 21 $21 billion market cap.
$21 billion market cap with over
63
400
diluted, right?
over 400,000 holders.
Yeah, it's insane.
But they're ranked 201 because they're not on a top tier exchange.
So I actually had a conversation with Hex. Really nice guys, a couple of them, and on Twitter we DM back and forth, and it was amazing. I was like, I told them the same thing I told you guys. I was like, I didn't notice you, and that's the problem. He said, we are noticed, but we're not noticed. There's so many others that don't know about Hex, and because they're listed on the second or third page, whatever it's going to be on I believe it's the second page on CoinMarketCap. Remember, the first page is always going to be the most viewed on any website, because that's where people go to, CoinMarketCap. So I was just letting you guys know that Hex.
No, it's a valid point. I mean, dude, I looked at Hex today and I was like, I didn't know they were that big. I mean, Brad, somebody asked me on my live stream, I'm like, holy crap, I didn't know they were that big. And I thought I had the wrong, I thought I was looking at the wrong thing.
Nope, they're huge, but they're not ranked properly because they actually have an actual lawsuit. Richard Hart has an actual lawsuit against CMC.
I did not want to talk about that because I did not know, and of course you know them better than I do. They have discussed one of them about that. I keep things to myself.
Just like I think Saitama had said they were going to. I don't know if they will, but it's a big problem. CMC causes a lot of problems. This Coinviewcap, if you're all about decentralization, this is it right here.
Right. Yeah. And to let you guys know, this is actually amazing data right here. So Hex is on the front page, correct? And had him there, I believe, for about 4 or 5 days now. Okay, so Bitcoin is the second, obviously, from there, and then Ethereum that gets looked at. Hex, so Bitcoin, right, has in 4 days, remember, we're not that big yet, we have 1,033 views. Hex has 6,200 views. They're the most on the website, the most viewed. That's amazing. Yes, this is actually,
and that's a perfect example of imagine a coin ranked properly and it's actually viewable in the top 100 where it's supposed to be.
Right.
So Keith, you're saying right here, because they're a sponsor right here, you're saying right here on the screen that they're getting a lot of views off of that spot.
6 times. Yeah.
6 times.
There you go. That's just unbelievable. I don't know what the percentage would be. That's just incredible that 6,200 times they've been viewed versus Bitcoin is second. Right there's Ethereum, by the way, just to let you know that. Amazing. Saitama, wow, amazing. Now, see, this is the problem. Saitama's data does not show because, again, we're pulling from CoinGecko. Just going to be truthful and honest. So they're not getting their data in. So then we don't get our data in, correctly. So yes, Saitama. So believe it or not, Saitama was viewed 13. But when it was 4.2 billion, it could have been somewhere on the front page. I don't know what ranking.
It would have been on the front page.
It would have been, because we have
back when it had the really high market cap at the all-time high. Potentially, it would have went higher because it would have been on the front page.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah. All right. Let me reiterate and kind of recap a few things, guys. So for those of you guys that are coming on board, so what we're doing, obviously, with Keith here is the head of Coinviewcap. That's what this is. This is a live AMA with them. Their pre-sale has gone live. We were actually watching it live, and we think started with about, what was the number? I keep forgetting.
83.5.
83.5. So we're closing in on almost 500 plus just since you went live approximately 23 minutes ago. 23 minutes is where it's all
minutes. Yep, you're correct.
Is all we've transpired here. And we're climbing. And so right here, you see that I did a transaction live. I connected my wallet. We had somebody. Oh, here we go. So here's a question for those of you guys. So in Polio, once the transaction is confirmed and you receive the confirmation email from Polio, you can disconnect your wallet, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right. So there you go, Mike. Your question got answered. I haven't disconnected my wallet. So that shows right here that I was able to put in 1 Ethereum right there.
Save your email.
Save the email. Yes. There you go. Thank you. I will save the email. Angela, don't delete that email. She's in my email all the time. So Coinviewcap, this is really cool right here. This is talking about, which we were going to get to this. So this is talking about your kind of your pre-sale, and 1 Ethereum equals 50 billion tokens.
Yes.
You're shooting for a 1,500 ETH max pool. Obviously, that lines up with what we're showing here. And then right here is where I know we need to talk about this. You are going to go live on April 1st at 3 p.m. Eastern, right? So,
correct.
Okay.
And I was going to let you guys know on that point. I do know a lot of people I've talked to, some higher up people, with other tokens, that make sure you start ahead. I'm sorry, probably an hour before, just to get everything prepared.
Oh, yeah.
Most people, it's like it could be an hour after all of a sudden you're opening up at 4 p.m. because you didn't, do the pair correctly or something went wrong. So
all right, and just and there we go. So we're continuing to climb. And when you hit this 1500, the pre-sale is done, obviously, right?
Yes.
And then it's closed, and then so if that takes you today, tomorrow, through Friday, whatever it takes you, that it is what it is. That $1,500 pool. And then after that, it goes live to the it goes to the live launch on April 1 at 3.
Correct. Yep. Then we'll move things over to there. Yep. And no. So before that, so people worried about their tokens. When are they going to get delivered? So after it, I believe after talking to Polio, it's a couple days, and then it'll be sent to everyone at once. It's that.
Okay. So to reiterate that for everybody, so basically what Keith just said was, if you got in on the pre-sale, then you're not going to get your tokens until after the launch. And you said it was a couple of days after the launch, you said?
After the pre-sale is over. So
sorry, I apologize. I got that wrong. So if you're in on the pre-sale, you get them after. So basically when the 1500 pool is full, it's a couple of days after that is what you're saying.
Correct. Okay. Mass send everybody.
Man, I almost screwed that up, didn't I? I was like, what? Austin said it was
it happens.
Like, well, oh, sorry, I was wrong. Okay. By the way, guys, in the description below where you see us doing our video thing here is a link to this page, the Polio page. So if you want to go from here, if you do want to get on the pre-sale, you can do that. There's also a link to the website right here. And there's also a link down below to Coinviewcap's official Twitter page, which you can get to anything you need from this as well. Okay. So, all right, let's see. We'll take some questions here. Go ahead, Brad.
I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick.
See, there you go. Live stream. You got to go to the bathroom. There you go.
On that note, Austin, do you mind if I just click in and out or come back?
Yeah. So y'all are both leaving me. Yeah, no problem, man. Okay, so I just got to do a song and dance for a while. Yeah, do your thing. Okay, cool. All right. So I usually don't jump in on pre-sales, but went ahead and broke my rule. Okay, cool, Mike. All right, there you go. Let's see. So yeah, like right here, for this website, looks like the header of the page needs some work. Looks like, yeah. So it was like an initial design for it. So Keith's already talked about the fact that he's going to, one of the first things that he is going to do is they're going to kind of update the website and things like that. So we've already talked about that.
I had some timelines on there. Of course, it could take up to, that's why I hate giving any dates out. That's the one thing in this space, you have to be careful about. Yeah, you give a date out, and then all of a sudden, that's why I never gave a date out on the apps, and people were shocked that, my God, you already updated it? Yeah. And that's the thing. I want people to be excited and happy that, that the update came through already versus giving them a date and all of a sudden sitting there, biting myself in the foot because it didn't come out. So.
No, I hear you, man. I mean, but that, at the end of the day, I know you've been around this block, you saw the Terra launch, things like that. And which is why you're using Polio, which I applaud. But, everybody really genuinely just wants transparency. They want visibility. They want to understand. Right. And that's kind of like why we talked about, like, don't give out dates, right? We talked about, which you're not, right? I mean, you're just like, hey, these are timelines here. And oh, by the way, here's what I'm trying to accomplish in these timelines, right? And beyond that, man, it's like people are, I told you before we went live, like the big question around CVC is, why are you effectively tokenizing this site? Why are you doing a crypto, offering? And the answer is, we already addressed that. We already talked about it, right? It's that, hey, it's to basically fund continued development, to go buy the servers, to go buy the people, to go and then really do what you want to do to bring, to solve the problems. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, anybody, you could do anything if you put your mind to it. Yep. There's so many things that we could change in space. When, we came out with Coinviewcap and developer built everything, did a lot of the work. It was, I really wasn't sure we were going to do a token, but once I saw, especially rug pulls, I know we don't want to talk about it on this channel, but it kind of makes you, okay, you see all these rug pulls and you're like, geez, you want to change. And I bet that one person can change everyone. There's always going to be someone that's going to say, hey, I don't think you can do this, or CMC is always going to be better. Yes, I'm pretty sure the CMC is the top dog. They're always going to be better. But at least that you can try or get close to them and say, hey, here's what I did differently. And that's the thing. I want to be unique. I did not want to have, and don't get me wrong, I love swaps. I think they're great. And I use them, but want to just put myself, in a certain category. And I think this is why I think CVC is going to be out here. It's going to be there for a long time, not going nowhere, and just keep on growing and working with.
Yeah, well said, man. I mean, truly, well said. I think that's really what it comes down to. And dude, if you do nothing else, if you literally kept the way it looks right now, which we've all talked about, it can look better. You're going to address that. But if you just simply solved, hey, this stuff is accurately ranked per the market cap. If you not realize that that's a big thing to solve. I mean, I'm not minimizing that. It's big from a technical standpoint. It's a big thing that you're trying to accomplish. If you just do that one thing, you will solve and you will be successful beyond a shadow of a doubt. Would you agree, Brad? Brad, come back to me. Brad, Earth to Brad.
I'm good. I'm listening.
I know we're both getting hit with.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. If you just do that, I mean, and if you don't do anything else, if you don't execute on, delivering really great content and news and all that other stuff, what people genuinely care about is that, is that one thing. Okay, so I got some questions here. Let me throw these up. Here you go. Keith, what's the estimated launch price?
That's a good question.
That's a very good question. And I've been asked probably like 300 times.
Yeah, you got to have an answer, man.
Well, it's tough because we don't know yet. Once I think the pre-sale gets done, we have an idea what the supply is going to be going through there. I'll have a better understanding. Let's just say maybe today I can probably go over where we think estimate that could be, because obviously it's calculations.
Okay, so based off of that, what people need to understand is likely the answer for that will come next week once the pre-sale ends.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, sir.
There we go. So wait till next week.
There you go. That's great.
And stop harassing the poor man.
Because he can't answer the question yet, right? I mean,
he's got to wait to see, because it might not hit 1,500 ETH.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah. Okay, so let me see what else. Here you go. What is the difference between pre-sale and launch price?
That's what we just talked about.
That's what we just talked about, right? So there you go. Here's a good one. Here, do I have to have my wallet connected the entire time in order to get my tokens? No. Right? This is to Polio. Okay, here we go. What's the link, please? So basically, you're talking about the link to this page. There is a link down below, guys, in the description to the page you see right here, the Polio page. Okay, I went ahead and made it easy for you guys. I literally went and grabbed the link. It's right down below, and it's literally like, I don't know what it says, Polio, pre-sale link or something. It's down there. Okay.
Hey, Austin, on that note, when we're talking about wallets and everything, just to let everybody know, we would like them, if they can, to get ready and put the address, which would always go to the website, the CVC official website, for the address to make sure it's correct. If they want to make sure they're totally correct, they can go to the website and click on, there's an Etherscan link right there to make sure that it is the correct contract. Once you put that in MetaMask, I believe Coinbase, I believe, automatically updates once the tokens hit. That's what I'm hearing from other people. But Trust Wallet, I believe it does not. So even if you don't have it, the address in there, the token, says CVC in there, it will still show once you put the contract address in there, and then
yeah. You mean like in MetaMask, you have to import the token. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Lots of questions. Lots of questions they were asking.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So yeah, we do need to reiterate that. So for those of you guys that are maybe this is your first time buying a token through like in this scenario that's not on a centralized exchange. Depending on which wallet you use, like MetaMask, which is what I use, you need to basically go grab the contract address and you got to import the wallet. If you're if what I just said might have been Greek to you, I would tell you there's some fantastic tutorials on YouTube. Like how do I literally go to YouTube? How do I import a token into Trust Wallet, MetaMask wallet, Coinbase wallet, whatever wallet you use? You can just say, how do I import a token? And it'll show you how to do it. It's easy once you've done it one time. Then
And on that note, guys, so once we get approved on CMC, you will then see the value of the tokens. So if you guys want to see the value of the tokens, make sure you go to Uniswap once it's live, and you'll be able to see the value of the tokens.
There you go.
Give it a day, because everything's going to be so crazy with the liquidity coming in there. So.
Okay, now you mentioned earlier something about Keith, like you said, hey, on me, like I need to save my email. So what's the point of saving if you're in on the pre-sale, you said save the email. What's the point of why do you need to save the email?
So anybody knows me, I save always. I always save my information. I have emails back from a year ago. You never know, just in case that something happens, which will not. I'm pretty sure will not when we both send, that you have proof of showing it, because that would go to Pulio. So it's
okay, so the email is proof of the transaction, and there is an Etherscan address, et cetera. But okay, I got you. Okay, cool. So let me see else. CVCs. Oh, there we go. That's there's Rob giving you a little love there.
CVC is the new Terra.
How many people are in the chat? Or
we have 200 people on right now, so we've got quite a few people here, which is pretty darn good for 2 o'clock on a Monday.
I was about to say that's pretty high for a Monday afternoon.
Yeah, it's pretty high for a Monday afternoon again. And so don't look, Brad. Don't look.
I'm not looking.
I couldn't get to the page.
So how many? What's the number? What's the contribution number right now? What's y'all's guess?
How many ETH?
Yeah,
550. Because we were at 5 before, so
minimum.
I can't see anything.
It's been going so crazy. I would say minimum 600.
Wow, yeah. I mean,
Brad wins the prize.
Yeah, I see. I just it's going parabolic.
That's just amazing.
Keith, I think he cheated, man. I think he looked down. I think he looked down.
No, I didn't look. So
because
I think this thing hits 50% before 5 o'clock.
I would tend to agree. I tend to agree. And here's the thing, guys. I want to go back. I want to go this. Okay. So there's one thing I want to say. And Brad, I know you're big on this, but here's the thing, guys. If you decide to get in on the pre-sale or after it launches, it needs to be a situation where it fits with what you understand why you're investing in it, right? You understand why why you're putting money into it. Don't just put money into it because I had it on my channel. I did an AMA or Brad did it. Don't do that.
Yeah, absolutely not.
It's got to be right for you. Okay. So I mean, some of the reasons that I put an Ethereum in, I mean, like, I think that what you're doing is distinctly, profoundly different. I think you're trying to solve a massive problem.
Yes,
I think
sir.
you have a lot of downstream opportunity on multiple levels to execute on this. And I want to see you succeed, man. And I think, so that's kind of where I'm at,
and I want to make that point to both guys that, I mean, a lot of tokens come out, not naming it, just whatever, but tokens come out and immediately go to a pre-sale or launch. You ever notice that we took our time on this? We took a week, and still people really have not gotten on, any of us, saying, oh my God, can we launch tomorrow? Really, everybody's been really positive with it because we want to take our time with it. And that's why
it's been what, Keith, 3 months now since you first called me on the phone?
I think it's been a while. So to let everybody know, Sandstorm, no offense to Austin, and then I got to meet Austin with Sandstorm. Yeah. Sandstorm was the first person to reach back out to me when I emailed, which I get it, a lot of people are busy, but Sandstorm took out his time to call me when he was in his truck, I believe at 12 in the morning.
It was about 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Running down the highway.
And it was an honor, and I've never actually, I only seen him a couple times talking, I believe in Ronnie's, I think you were a couple of areas, on YouTube, a couple places, and it was an honor to talk to him. Being a veteran, and it's just an honor to talk to somebody that is trying to change the space, and it was just really cool. I think it's all just.
Well, that's how long I was sitting on it, because I was like, this is a great idea. You have a lot to do to make this right. So now that we have so many people in the chat, and I've seen this question popping up again, I'm going to go over what this is for again. Okay. So the point of Coinviewcap, and for you listening now that are asking, you invest in this, you get to see tokens ranked properly for the first time ever. CMC, CoinGecko, you have to have a top tier exchange in order to be ranked in the top 200. So, for instance, Hex and Saitama, the 2 examples I use, they would have been ranked properly and had more attention on them had a ranking been like this out that everybody was using. what is the money going to be used for that Keith is going to use this money for in this token? That's for servers and coders to get his site ranking everything properly, and then the maintenance to keep it going. So why would you invest in it just for that? Because other stuff that you're also invested in, small cap stuff, will now get ranked properly. So for instance, let's say Terra does blow up, right? And they end up having, say, a $10 billion market cap. They're never going to be in the top 200 if they don't have a top tier exchange. I'm not saying that they won't. I'm just saying CMC won't rank them right. CVC will.
Yeah. And so to that point, so this is actually an interesting one because this actually ticks a lot of boxes. I'm going to show this to you guys real quickly. So ApeCoin, right? We're all familiar with what's with ApeCoin. This is the coin. This is the token that's come out from Bored Ape Yacht Club. Blah 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 blah. I was doing a video on this earlier today, and I want to show you this. Like perfect example. They have a top. The day they went live, they're on like Crypto.com, Coinbase, etc. But look on CoinMarketCap. It shows that they are ranked 48 with a market cap of 2.754 billion in market cap. The exact same coin on CoinGecko ranked 85 with a market cap of 1.3 billion. I mean, there is no right. Which one do you believe, not believe? Is there a circulating supply issue? I mean, I'm only using this, Keith, as an illustration point that this is the problem we're trying to solve, in that you have this disparity of not having good data. I mean, even for something like, as an example, Ape. So, and to your point, Brad, like the projects like Saitama, or insert any project here that should have had their day in the sun, right? Respectively.
And
they didn't because of this bullshit data, thing. And these,
think back to your favorite token that you like to cover, Shiba Inu.
Yeah.
Think about the massive FUD around their circulating supply.
Oh, it hurt it for a month, and it wasn't anything they did.
Right.
So you guys said that ApeCoin is ranked 48, right?
It's ranked 48 on CMC and 83 on CoinGecko.
Really? I got it ranked 48. They have a 24-hour volume of over 2 billion and a 2.7 billion dollar market cap at 9.8.
Okay, I'm pulling it up. Yeah, I'm pulling it up on your site. So here we go. So
interesting. Huh.
Oh, that's not the right one. No, is that it? No, that can't be. That's
wait.
Right. That's not right. Hold on.
Wait, what is it? It's ApeCoin, right?
You have a different logo for it. Yeah, that's it.
No, because it hasn't shown up yet. It's too new.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
See, that's another problem that I want to resolve.
No, 2.74 billion is what you have it, but again, my question is, who's right, who's wrong? Is CoinGecko's probably? I think it's probably. I wonder if it's a circulating supply issue.
Brad has brought that up many times.
It is, yeah.
Where you don't know what to believe, and these guys are killing it, though. I mean,
you get my point. I mean, it's really more of like, who the hell am I supposed to trust?
Right.
So anyway, okay, so let's see.
ApeCoin's 40.
So right here, we've talked about this, but again, so if you're in on the pre-sale, guys, then you're going to get your tokens approximately 2 or 3 days after the pre-sale closes. Okay, so they will be sent to the wallet address, and so you just need to add the contract address to your wallet, and they'll show up in your wallet.
This is interesting, guys. Julio just sent me an email to say that they're getting a lot of server loads.
You're overloading the servers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. All right, let me see what the number is here.
That is hilarious.
We're at 623. I mean, we may hit 50% before we close this. We're going to close this, guys, in about 15 minutes. I have to go pick up my son from school. I think
yes, sir.
Brad's got somewhere to go as well. So we're gonna close this. This has been insane, dude. You started with 87 and you're at 623, 624.
83, yeah. And I'm still working while you guys are going hanging out with the kids.
Well, yeah, it's kids, right? Let's see. Let's see if we got anything else going on here. I'm looking to make sure there's any other questions. No, I think we're good on questions. Let me get rid of there, Foxy. So Brad, anything you want to add as far as kind of like talking points?
Well, as the he said off screen that getting the site updated properly with the servers and the coding, we're looking at 6 months to a year, right, Keith?
Correct, and it could be sooner. Just again, once I sit down with
if it goes sooner, that's great. But the point of the token is to get the site working properly,
right,
and accurate market caps, live data without having to refresh,
correct,
all that.
And
so, with that being said, when you start to do this and to list tokens yourself, then how are they going to be able to contact you? I'm guessing you're going to have some kind of form with an email.
We'll have a Google form. Most likely, we're going to have a Google form. Yeah.
There we
Just
go.
like they all do.
And then you will also allow tokens to pay for an advertising slot.
Correct. I'm thinking we're going to do, after all this is done, probably just do it free. Everybody else does it. And I think it's fair. You know, a lot of tokens want to get listed. And then, we'll do the advertising. We'll go over that also.
But no listing fee.
Right. Pretty much. It looks like that's going to happen.
No listing fee. You submit to get your token on the board. And then if you want to pay for an advertisement at the top to get noticed better, that's how more money will be generated. Then also the fork of Uniswap that's going to be added to the site at a later date, as well as just getting it right, getting the rankings right for the first time ever.
Yeah, I mean, you solve that problem, you're done.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it's anybody knows coding. Oh,
be prepared for hate mail from CMC.
Yeah, and that's the thing. No, you're right. You're right, and that's the thing. You know, we want to bring everybody together. Why not? You know, all tokens are different. All coins are different, whether you're centralized or decentralized. You know, bringing everybody together as a family, which possibly will not happen, but at least you can try. And that's another thing. That's why we, that's why we applied for DojaSwap. It's just a good family that we feel like that we want to be on. You know, especially on their swap. So.
Yep. All right. I think we've covered it. I mean, we don't have to go the whole additional, 15 plus minutes. I think we've.
No, I think we covered it about as good as we could. And I got other people that's why I'm distracted. I got other people asking me stuff. So I did get the email after I put my thing in, right?
Yeah.
So you will get an email about the fact that you got to make sure you put your email in there after you submit your contribution. Right. And then, so just to reiterate, so everybody knows, no tokens are given until the pre-sale's over. No starting price until the pre-sale's over. So all of this is probably next week, and then launch on Friday of next week, April 1st, 3 p.m. Yep. I'll be covering that one. Austin, are you going to be covering it too?
If I'm around, man, I will be here. Happy to be involved. I mean,
probably going to have a lot of YouTubers covering this launch.
Yeah, I mean, I've done my spring break trip, which damn near killed me. So I'm back in the fold.
Yeah.
So
Keith, you better not fuck it up.
Don't screw it up. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so
guys,
let's wrap up. Yeah, let's wrap up. So in his way of wrapping up, guys, for those of you guys who are still with us, and if you're watching this on the replay, okay, if you're watching this on the replay, then below there is links below this video to this page right here where you can get in on the pre-sale. The pre-sale is going to go to this 1,500 pool amount. Once we hit that amount, or excuse me, once Keith hits that amount, once the project hits that amount, then the pre-sale is closed. And this has been insane. We started the day at 800
83.
83. What the hell? 83. I don't know why I can't
83. That's it. Just 83 ETH was the whitelist sale.
This is Ethereum. So he started with 83. Now we're at 633, which is blowing everybody's expectation. What you have to do is you connect your wallet to this site. I did that. You can see my wallet's connected here in the upper right-hand corner. And then I was able to buy one Ethereum myself. And so once you connect your wallet, you hit this blue contribute button, and then you go through the process. You're going to get an email. The email is going to be proof that you did buy it. And things like that. Keep that when the pre-sale is closed, which may be today, 2 days from now, Friday, approximately 2 or 3 days, you're going to get your tokens are going to be sent to you. So you're going to need to add the contract address to your wallet. If you don't know what the hell I'm saying, go to YouTube and how do I add a token to my MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Coinbase wallet, whatever, and it'll show you how you import a token, and your tokens will be there. They'll show up, and you're good to go. Final thought that the token launches April 1st, right here, 3 p.m. East Coast time. CVC goes live on Uniswap. That was a lot. That was a lot of words. Anything I missed?
The only thing you missed was go subscribe to the Sandstorm for more CVC content.
Oh, well, we got to give. Hold on, we got to give Sandstorm. He is right. Okay, so my buddy in crime here is here. His channel.
Hey, that reminds me, Sandstorm. Am I correct that you already have 1,200 views on the CMC? The CVC video.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I mean. Those of you guys who don't, this is Brad who's below me now. You see him right there. This is his channel, the Sandstorm. What I love about Brad is he does a lot of AMAs. He asks a lot of tough questions. I really love that he. Yeah, you're right, man. It's right here. 1,200 views, man. Right
1,200
here.
views.
Where my video, where my mouse is. It's cool, man.
And if you're interested in, if you guys are invested in Tiger Queen. At 8 o'clock Eastern tonight, they're doing their moon bag giveaway. So that's going to be every Monday from now on.
I love, Brad, that your daughter walked in on you the other night when we were doing that. You just kind of like trying to push her away. She walked in when
That's actually my son. He's got hair like me.
So. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was your daughter. I apologize. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I didn't know he had long hair. Cool.
Yep.
There you go. Cool. Long hair. Yeah, he's got the thing going on. All right, cool.
Super long hair, just like I do.
There you go. That was funny. Well, that was sorry, man. So apologize.
No, you're good. You're good.
So yeah, Sandstorm's got a great channel. I think he's doing some cool stuff. Let's help Sandstorm grow. Follow him on Twitter as well. That's all I got. Keith, anything you want to say before we wrap up, man?
Just an exciting day. It has been a stressful, a couple weeks to make sure everything goes correct.
A lot of respect for developers, man. I have a lot of you guys. I don't want to be y'all. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Anybody knows coding knows that it can go both ways.
Launches are stressful.
It is. But I prepare myself. I've talked to so many people, and Sandstorm knows me. I triple check before I do things, and I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, sometimes it irritates me. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. At least everybody knows that their money's going to be safe, and that's
right.
My first goal. Even before even building or having the developer work on stuff. So that's my first goal, to make sure everybody's money is safe.
All right. Well, we're out, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up there. So thanks for your time, Keith. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Thank you to both of you guys.
Y'all have a good one.
All right.
You too, guys.
We're gonna end it up.
Thank you.
Enjoy. See you guys.